Hello guys, welcome back to The Crew 2. I had recorded a video, I uploaded it, and then I came to the conclusion that there was no sound on it. Forgot to put my mic on. Anyway, patch tomorrow, and we're just gonna have a look here in the shop. There are no bundles available. There was a Nissan bundle available till yesterday or so, I think, with the R34 and the R35, and then also the Fair Lady. I'm sure that one of the next days there will be a new patch. Live contracts, come back tomorrow for more live contracts, so that means that I have done all of them. I have 98,500 crew credits. I think the campaign gave me 70,000 or so, so about 28,500 crew credits I already made from these things. And yeah, you can do easy ones for 1,500 crew credits, medium ones for 2,500, and a bit harder ones. Well, they're not that hard, but they take longer, and they will give you like 5,000 crew credits or something like that. The other day I did one of those hard ones. I had one up, there was one up which I didn't really like, so I re-rolled it, and instead I got like the low altitude thing. Low altitude rival skill or something, I think it was. So you have to look in the family where those skills are. Of course, low altitude means airplane, aerobatic. You look into the skills and then you see aerobatics and boy smashing and low altitude. If you then check on the leaderboard, one of your friends or so, you go to the bottom of the list with somebody who has like a lower score, and then you click on that person, and then you can set him as a ghost, and that sort of makes him your rival. And you need to beat that score to make him your rival, and that is one rival skill. That's how you do it. I had to do I think 16 or something to get the 5,000 crew credits for that one, which is not that hard to do. It just takes a bit of time, about 20-25 minutes, something like that. Going back to the headquarters, upstairs to the PvP. Because also there seems to be a bit of a misunderstanding, or people didn't read it very well. But there are two lists available. Race and another list. The race list is permanent, is fixed. For this moment in time it's only street racing and hypercar. I'm sure that either they will add more lists or they will add more disciplines within that list. Because yeah, it's a bit... only street family, while we have 16 disciplines. That's not what it should be. That thing is permanent for now. The one on the right is the special destruction derby list. Also that is permanent for now. What people didn't understand was that, for instance, on day 2 there was a race mix list, and that is because there is some sort of rotation system. Every 24 hours it changes. One day it will be special, the next day it will be race, then it will be mix, which also mix will be like, I don't know, aerobatics, monster truck or whatever that they put in there. And then you have a race mix like we had on Thursday, I think it was, on day 2. And then on day 3 they did like a maintenance thing, and then they decided to keep it like this for now till December the 17th. On December the 17th, they will bring back the normal rotation system as they had it planned. It was in the game for like 2 days, that rotation system, but then they decided to keep it like this. The reason for that was they want to get people acquainted with the Destruction Derby. They want to get them familiar with them, get to know the stuff. And of course, if you're like new players, they don't know where to find that discipline. Although it's not that hard to find, it's in the freestyle headquarters, but... And in theory, you can play it, let's say, more against AI and so. But yeah, people also want to play it against other players, so they keep it for now in the PvP. That's the main reason, to get people familiar with it. So next Monday, this thing will change again. Every 24 hours, the rotation system will come back up. There's another reason why they will keep it till December the 17th like this. That reason will be announced tomorrow, I think. Nothing major, but it also explains why this thing will be up there like it is now, a permanent. At the moment, we more or less have 2 permanent lists. That's what it comes down to. But normally, the one on the right at least should be a yeah, more alternative thing. Every 24 hours, something else. Now, if you go into the menu and you click on news, you can find all kind of stuff. You can find obviously the PvP, the live contracts, and so on. Also a Club Ubisoft website. But you can also, for instance, find the patch notes and such. So you do not necessarily have to leave the game to find whatever. You can just go to the patch notes. There are some patch notes up here from December the 5th. That's like the patch notes from last week. But you can still go there, and then it sort of opens your browser through Uplay. It sort of opens your browser, and if you then click on news, then you will find the latest news, because these are the patch notes from last week that you find in the game. But you can just click on news, see what is up for the latest news, and there you will see patch 1.2.1 December 12th, which is tomorrow. So if you click on that, then you can read all of these patch notes, as we will do in a second. But let's see. 10 a.m. tomorrow, Paris time, 9 a.m. UTC on all platforms. The patch will be deployed, and it will also come with a maintenance, which will take place at the same time. And the estimated downtime of the game is 2 hours and a half. So for those people playing tomorrow, you don't need to go to the forums and on Facebook and whatever. Hey, my game is down. Yeah, kind of normal, because they have planned a maintenance for 2 hours and a half estimated. Might be up a bit sooner after the maintenance, but we will see. Let's see, Demolition Derby. The leaderboards, they did not update in such a way that once you had like a certain score and you improved your score, it didn't update. That was something that was already a known issue that was on the forums under the known issues. In technical support you could find that. And there it already told you that they were looking into that and that they are fixing it, and that, or it was already fixed, but that it will come in with December 12th patch. Something was going on with the bullfight event. If players pushed into the water, sometimes you did not get points for that, which in a way should be destruction points, so you should get like 10,000 points for that. That is also fixed. That's obviously. In certain circumstances, players with unstable connectivity may experiment difficulties. Yeah, probably. This system works with sort of peer-to-peer. You have a host in the lobby, and everybody connects to that host, and the host connects to the server. So in that area, you have to look at it. This is not dedicated servers where everybody connects to the server, and if some guy has some issue, then it doesn't mess with the rest of the people. No. If you here have like, if you have a host with a bad internet connection, or he's playing on Wi-Fi or whatever, or just not on a good PC, yeah, then you have a problem. That's why you have all these connectivity issues and the host migration stuff and such coming up, because yeah, that's always the connection between the players. Also might be a problem, for instance, if somebody is in Japan and somebody else is in like the south of Europe or so. I already know from the crew 1 that was a problem. If we did like certain summit events with Japanese players, then the Japanese players had to put their game on 30 FPS to not get kicked out of our crew. So that just because we were too far away from each other, stuff like that. Improved Demolition Derby special effects are improved. Replication of traps, wrecks, and effects are improved. For the live battle PvP, yeah, players may not receive the correct reward. That was kind of obvious, because yeah, I was getting 4 or 5 performance parts sometimes, whether I finished first or second or third or fourth. This didn't seem to matter. I also won like 2 parts, although I won the race. So it was kind of random. That was not the idea. That should be fixed tomorrow. So assume that if you win a race, you're gonna get like 3, 4, or 5 parts. If you finish 4th or 5th, you're probably only gonna get like 1 or 2 parts, and maybe not even yellow or purple parts. Might just be green or blue ones. It depends on your position in the or you at the finish, which it should do, obviously. The player may remain stuck in the matchmaking loop. Yeah, if you were looking for a matchmaking lobby and it took a bit too long and you wanted to get out, then sometimes you get stuck there, like some sort of background screen, and you couldn't do anything anymore except for Alt F4. That should be fixed. Then some audio things, collision sounds, which can be heard in the background during a PvP. AI voice lines that could be heard, stuff like that. A bit inconsistent characters positioning at the podium screen after completing a motocross event, so a bit more specific to motocross in this case. Crown of Maine, that's a jet sprint event. Also there, player positioning at the starting grid in PvP was not correct apparently. Platinum 1 League gave some message of next league, which is of course incorrect, because yeah, if Platinum 1 is the highest rank, there is no next league. But although people were getting that message. Let's see, improved crew invites, live battle PvP. So yeah, there were some issues with if you played in a crew in PvP, very often got kicked or didn't found the matchmaking didn't work or something. That should be fixed. Well, it's not fixed yet, it says improved. But yeah, we'll see. Let's mode compatibility with the video mode, something improved there as well. Also some gameplay issues. Improved wall riding and wall bouncing. Additional tweaks have been made to it, so that should also be improved. We also improved the skills visibility on the minimap. Apparently the minimap, the skills on there were not very visible. I'm not really worried about that. I don't use the map very much to go anywhere. I use the menu to go all over the place. And some other fixes for controls. Apparently there was a compatibility issue with the Steam controller. Something with photo mode. There were some key mappings, default key mappings for keyboard for text chat and for the gamepad R3. Apparently they were missing the default key mappings, which is all fixed now. And also a dashboard texture was missing on one of the power boats, the DCB M31 wide body. But all of this can be found in game, as you see. It sort of it goes through Uplay and it opens more or less your browser. That's how you should see this, and then you can just find whatever it is that you're looking for on the website, because that's basically where you are now, is on the Crew 2 website. So all of that can be found in game, and when you just X out of it, then you can just go back in the game and continue with whatever it is that you were doing, without having to go to your desktop and then go to the website or stuff like that. That was more or less it. A quick look through the patch notes, how you can find them in game, and some extra information like the fact that the game will be down for 2.5 hours estimated. That can be longer, it can be shorter, we will see. Other than that, you can all find stuff here like share your pictures. You can also go to the Crew Hub website to do that, and so on. And then if you just go you go back to the game and you can just do whatever it is that you were doing and continue with it. Yeah, also that here, that needs to be fixed. Because icon 9999 is definitely not possible. Not even after 6 months. I have some hardcore players on my friends list, and the highest in there is like, I don't know, 1200, 1300 something, I think. Maybe one at 1600. Not even sure if that is all legit already. So all those above 2000, I don't think that is possible in a legit way in 6 months time. So they can easily be removed. I don't think they have to be worried about the fact that that might be legit players. Walking out of here, and that also means walking out of the video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.